Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a 2-question tarot card reading. So, hello, hun. I hope you had a happy holiday. And I'm sorry I was not able to send your reading right away as I had a lot going on, a lot of readings to complete, but I'm back on track again. So I'm going to do a quick little prayer and clear out the energy with some sage. And then afterwards, I'm going to look over what you sent me again so I could read it and pick up the energy off of it. And then afterwards, I will start shuffling your cards and pulling out as many cards as I feel drawn to. So let's start saging. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I'm focused on to reveal to her today what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. Thank you. Anything left before from the readings I've done may be cleared out. Thank you. So, I do know that we're focusing on love here, and he hasn't, I know you're saying that he's acting different, and you told him to stop the game, to become your friend. Supposedly you said you guys went both to the hospital. So your question is, does he really mean this? Do you think he is seeing someone else, or is just doesn't love me anymore? Because I know he loved me. Just want to understand what is happening here. I have been crying for 2 days. I just realized how much I love this guy. It's horrible, and I want to know if it is the same for him. One thing I have to say is when it's dealing with a long distance relationship, it's really nerve-wracking because you have no control of anything because you're so far away. And I really much went through that, and that really destroyed my anxiety. And in the end, you really can't do anything about it. You're not there. You can't control the situation. You can't try to see how he reacts to things like physically to know if he's lying or not. So it's definitely a very difficult situation. I'm gonna just start shuffling cards here and just see what I'm picking up with him. So what I'll do is I'll do the main theme, so the main focus of what is like the actual clarity and answer and guidance towards this. Then I'll put the past and the future, and then anything extra on the bottom. So let's start off here. Shuffling. You saw that? That just popped out. I'm sorry, hun. So my baby woke up, but she's watching some kids show. So she's here in the room with me. So if you hear any like music, just know it's her. Anyways, so I'm going to now pull out this pile and flip over your cards here. So you got some intense cards here. Pretty much, I feel like your cards definitely are answering your questions here. So let's begin. The first card you pull out is the Star card, which it's a very powerful card. It's reversed, but it represents the concept. Okay, sorry, hun. My mother-in-law had to take her. Okay, so what I was saying was, so basically a lot of information came out in these cards already. So your guides are saying, before we go over everything, no matter what, they want you to have faith and hope in like what can come towards your life. You know, like let's say this doesn't work out, to still have faith and hope and love. You know, like that does exist. They want you to have that faith and hope and love towards yourself and towards what's ahead of you. Okay, but definitely there's a lack of faith and hope in this situation as well, as the card is coming out reversed for this. Okay. So the overall theme here is obviously there's this major anxiety you're going through, as the card of anxiety came through here. It's tormenting you. It's driving you crazy. As like you said, you're crying and freaking out because there's no control and you don't know what's going on, and you want some clarity. So it seems to me, obviously, your actual thoughts are telling you, you know, you need to look for something better. You're gonna have to move on from this. This is something that you know, you need answers to already. And I do see the efforts and the energy you've put into embracing this whole relationship and embracing this journey with him. But it is showing that there's some form of tension. There's this sense of that you're going to have to find something better. There's something where you're going to have to go to higher grounds and kind of put this behind you, because it seems to me this card that came through, there is something sneaky he's doing. I don't know exactly what it is, but that can probably mean that he's with somebody else, because I am seeing here there's this sneakiness. He's trying to get away with something. This card represents somebody who's trying to be sneaky and trying to get away with something without the other person knowing, or without anything like being revealed. So there is some lies or sneakiness going on here, because that's what that card focuses on and represents. So it can mean another woman. So there's something he's just not telling you, and it's causing tension between you two. It's causing tension. And I feel like as well, what I'm picking up from him is that he doesn't want to deal with it. So instead of him like just telling you the truth or really talking about it, he'd rather just like kind of be a little bit of a coward and walk away, or kind of just, you know, not touch that topic, which that's, for me, that's cowardly, because then you're not just being raw with the other person and being open. Instead, you're just letting things fade, or just trying to be a little bit childish about it, which that's something I went through. And I don't, some guys, that's their way of coping with things, because they're scared of confronting, or they're just scared of the concept of revealing the truth to somebody, you know, or just owning up to what's happening. So it seems to me that as well, like you guys have gone through these challenges together, and all these ups and downs together, but there is something he's not telling you about. There is something he's lying about. There's something that he's hiding, and the cards are confirming it. I also see here the Devil's card, which the Devil's card represents the concept of addiction, temptation, distraction, negativity. So there is something not good about this relationship itself. Your guides are saying sometimes you can have fun, but you can't have so much fun. So it does make sense with the fact that there's something he's lying about. There's something not positive about what's happening. This can mean temptation, that he's probably seeing someone else, or there's some form of negativity going on that's causing him not to respond back. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he does drink, or there's an addiction, or there's some form of temptation, something he's doing wrong, something that's not right, and that is focused. So there's something where it's a little bit too much fun, you know? So the devil card is always focused on that concept of shadow work, things that a person has to deal with, and also negative things are coming out of it. So there is something he is doing wrong. That's not good. And your guides are kind of wanting to protect you and keep you away from this, and not allow yourself to torment yourself any longer. You may not notice it, but your guides are saying this is all a healing experience. You have to go through this. This is something that's like a lesson, like some form of lesson you have to learn. And it's hard for you to accept this, that it's a lesson, but they're saying you have to go through this lesson. You know, you have to learn from this. This is something you have to learn from. Okay? I'm going to pull out a couple more cards here. I mean, it's crazy how the cards just revealed the information so quickly. And straightforward as well, too. Yeah. Unfortunately, your guides are saying you have to move on from this. Because I just got this card, which means moving on, letting go. You gotta kind of put it behind you, as in the end you're creating this stirring up of negative feelings within yourself, for no reason. You don't need to be going through this stress or this anxiety right now, especially since it's a long distance relationship. I I just feel like he's not part of your complete future path. It was just something you went through, something you experienced, and you're only gonna like create um more turmoil within yourself if you hold on. So they're kind of saying you need to let go. You need to move on from this. Let me see here. It's crazy how the cards literally like revealed what you needed to know. They don't want you like suffering anymore. So it seems to me as well, like if you allow yourself to move on emotionally, you will be feeling better and there will be victory. Like you will be eventually okay. No matter what, you will be okay. That is the answer to this, your guides are saying, as it seems like to me it's going to get more complicated if you hold on to this situation, and it's only going to create emotional anxiety within you, especially since you're far away and you can't do anything about it. So it's a kind of thing where I would just let it be and not even write him and not try to get him to write you, and just let it be, you know? I feel like on his end, he's not doing something positive anyways, and there's something he's not being honest with you about, because the devil and the swords card came through for this. So there's something up. There is definitely something going on that he's not being honest with you about, and he's kind of hiding. All right, hun? So I'm gonna pull out a card now from the Oracle card deck for you, from your angels, as a positive affirmation, something you must know now. I don't know if you could even be friends, to be honest, because I feel like look how it flew out for you. I feel like you can't be friends with him either, because I feel like you have too much love for him, so that's gonna create problems. So I don't know, in the end that's up to you, and you have to see where you go with that. But know that this is all something like you have to learn. All right? So this is the card you pulled out. I pulled out. It's called, it says joy. And it says, joy is the highest energy of all. It is the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. So I'm going to read off the guidebook for you about this. Ooh, here we go. So this is your card, Joy. It says, you drew this card as a reminder that your power comes from staying centered in a feeling of joy. Ask your angels for guidance about any changes you can make to bring more joy into your life and the lives of others. If you're feeling trapped or victimized in any way, the angels can ease your burdens. A joyful outlook brings the freedom you desire, while your responsibilities are simultaneously met. Release or heal any parts of your life that aren't joyful. The answer to your question involves choosing the route that brings you the most joy. Release fears while manifesting, and instead of focusing on the feeling, the joy as if your desire were already a reality. So there's definitely this focus on look at the bright side of these things, of what's going on right now. Don't focus on the negativity of this whole situation. Yes, I brought clarity and I brought answers, but focus on the bright side of things. You have the whole world ahead of you. You know, there's still a lot of people out there, you're young, you're beautiful, you have, you're alive, you have a roof over your head, so there's so many bright sides to this, and also, as well, thank God, you didn't bring him where you are. Thank God it didn't get further, because then maybe if he is lying now, if he is lying like the cards are saying, and there's something he's hiding, he'll probably do it to you in the future as well. So it's like kind of like it's they're protecting you. They're protecting you from um any further relationship with this person. So it's kind of like you have to see the bright side of things with this. There's a reason behind this, and focus your energy on the concept of joy and gratitude, and seeing the bright side of this. So that was really cool how the card just flew out, and it makes total sense. And I really hope you enjoyed this mini reading, hun, as it was a pleasure. I'm really sorry about the whole thing in the beginning with my daughter. So your answer came out very clearly, and I feel like you're a strong individual and you could get through anything. This is just a hiccup, and there's many more beautiful relationships and people are going to be coming your way. This is just something you've had to go through, you experienced, and you're learning from this. So lots of love, hun. I love you, and hope to speak to you again in the near future. I'm here if you ever need me, and thank you so much for your patience, and happy new year. Many blessings. Bye now.